Alright, so this is Appalachian Trail Through Hike 2016 pre-trail video number 1. For those of you who don't know, my name is Nigel. I'm standing in the backyard of the place I'm staying right now, here in my hometown of Johnson City, Tennessee. This is basically a video to say I am going to be doing a video log of my through hike on the Appalachian Trail. I'm really excited to do this. I think it's something that will give friends and family a way to see like a little window into my life on the trail, what I do on the trail and stuff like that. It also gives me something that I can look back on after the trail, watch fond memories of myself. Three things I want to talk about in this video is the video log itself, my through hiker, my trail name, and the gear and finances and stuff and where I am with that. So firstly, the video log. I will be doing a video log. Yay. But I don't know how often I will upload to it. There will be several of these pre-trail videos kind of showing basically where I am and getting to the trail. They'll be a bit longer than the ones on the trail. The ones on the trail I don't want to make too long. If they get too long, then it'll kind of take away from my hike on the trail, and they'll be harder to upload. Where I don't know if I'll have proper Wi-Fi service, and how long I'll have access to those while on the trail. So I want to keep the ones while I'm on the trail kind of short, but I do want to still do little updates here and there. I will say, though, that the video log will not be a priority on the trail. The priority on the trail is hiking the trail, experiencing the through hike, and the people and environment and nature around me. But the video log will come secondary to that. I'll try and do my best to upload as much as possible. Sorry, I got the sniffles. It's springtime here in Tennessee. Beautiful weather, but pollen's in the air. So that said, the trail name. I've had a few good ideas on a trail name. Cinderhawk was my first idea. It actually comes from a name I thought up years ago in high school with a friend. He's actually coming on the hike with me. It is actually a hawk from the cinders. It's basically a phoenix. It symbolizes rebirth, a new start, new beginning, and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I want my hike to be about. So that's a really good idea. And I don't know if people will allow me to name myself that, but we'll see what happens. People have changed their name several times across the course of their hike, and that's perfectly fine to do. But I do want people to kind of know me for that. But I don't know. Another name, Twinkle Icing Death, that's my YouTube handle. It actually comes from the Enchanted Swords of my favorite fantasy book character. And it kind of doesn't describe me at all. So I think that'll be cool to throw people off with. I don't really look like a twinkle, but maybe I do. I don't know. I just don't want to be called a Sniffles or Stinky Poo. Basically these names that people give each other that encapsulate them in a moment. Maybe they got sniffles all the time, which would accurately describe me right now. But I don't want that to be my name, because that's not what my whole hike is about. Velocipede was something suggested by friends. It's a favorite local beer of mine. Well, not my beer, but one of my favorites. Here in Johnson City, made by it's actually over in Jonesboro. Depot Street is the people who make it. But I don't know. Typically people give you the name. Well, people choose their own too. It kind of depends. Nothing's set in stone. There's no actual rules concerning this. So we'll see what happens concerning that. Hopefully I get stuck with a good name, or give myself a good name. Either way it goes. Lastly, the gear and finances and where I am with all of that. Excuse me. Whew. Gear, I have everything. I am set. I'm good to go. I have two things that I don't have. I have boots that might need replacing. They, when I bought them, were a little too tight in the toe. There's a ladybug crawling up my leg. It's tickling. But yeah, they were a little too tight in the toe. I may need to get a different pair before I embark, and just so I don't have bloody toes for 2,200 miles. Okay, ladybug, time to go. Second thing I don't have is a med kit. Somebody's making that for me. I don't have to buy that. Shout out to Emily who's making that for me. Other than that, I'm good to go. I have everything. Finances is where I'm actually struggling. Expenses throughout the year, personal expenses has kind of whittled away at what could have been a through hike fund. What I will be shooting for is actually the bare bones minimum. I was going for a 5,000. That was a comfy hike. That was a hike where we can get off every 100 miles or so and have a nice breakfast at a hotel after staying a comfy night. But that's not going to happen. I am shooting for the bare bones minimum. What people have said is if you don't have this amount, you're going to be section hiking and coming back at a later time. That is $2,500. Doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not. What that is basically doing a whole lot of work for stay, doing a whole lot of camping out. Pretty much no fancy hotels or hotels at all. Basically, I'll be getting to know the trail intimately, which I think is a good thing. I think it's good that I'll have this opportunity to basically be one with the trail. Either I'm living off of the trail, or I'm living off of the people who help the people on the trail angels. And that's kind of how I want it. Don't think that I would actually want it any other way. I would definitely, if I had extra funds, I would be staying in hotels and things like that. But that's just the worst of my natures. And I kind of want to bring out the better of my nature. So this is actually a good way to force me to do that. So that said, video log, fun, trail name, we'll see. Finances, not so fun. That's pretty much all for this video. Next video will be a breakdown of the gear that I have. Basically, I'll spread it all out and I'll show y'all everything that I have and what I'm taking and stuff like that. Because those videos are fun. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.